Hi everyone! Whether you are hosting or attending a Cinco de Mayo celebration, or maybe you want to host a Mexican themed dinner party, let me show you how to make these easy and simple 7-layer individual cup dip appetizers for your next party. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, when we were staying in Germany, we did a lot of game nights, and oftentimes I would bring like a 7-layer dip in a container like this. Now, I like this container because it's glass and it has a lid. It was like easy transporting and easy storage, but I got this inspiration from online, just looking at some pictures for the individual 7-layer dip, and I thought that it would be better because, you know, everybody can kind of grab one and go and then just sit around and play, and you don't have to keep, you know, getting up, refilling, going back. You can just grab a cup and continue doing what you're doing. So let's go ahead and look at the ingredients that we will need for our 7-layer dip. Okay, so here are the ingredients that we will need to make our 7-layer dip individual cups. I have a can of refried beans here. I also have some sour cream, and I have the taco seasoning on top because what I am going to do, I am going to mix some of the seasoning into the sour cream. It really gives it a good taste, and this will be our 2nd layer. Our 3rd layer will be guacamole. You are more than welcome to make your own. I like this brand. Sometimes I do make my own, but if I'm having guests that are coming over, you know, between the next day or two, sometimes I'll just, you know, depending on what I'm serving, I'll just go ahead and pick up a prepackaged guacamole like this. Normally I will use shredded cheese, but I always see something that says new in the store. So this is a new type of cheese by Kraft. It's cheddar and asadero, and it has a little bit of taco seasoning in there. So I thought this would give it a very good taste in our dip. We also have a can of black sliced olives, some Roma tomatoes, green onions, and of course we have our tortilla chips. I like the hint of lime. Is really good to me. So what I'm going to do, because the way I try to set up is I try to get everything in an assembly line. So I'm going to go ahead and put everything in my prep bowls so that when I am making these 7-layer dip individual cups, that it'll kind of go faster instead of, you know, picking up everything one by one. When you're having guests over or you're making a lot of something, you know, try to make it easy for yourself. And so that's why I'm going to get everything set up and prep, and then we'll go ahead and start putting our 7-layer dip individual cups together. Okay, so here we have our cups, our individual cups, and these are about 9 ounces. And I would suggest that you stay within the 9 ounces. You may not want to go over that because you don't want the cups too deep to where your guests have to actually dig down in there to get the ingredients. You're really just supposed to eat this with chips. You're not supposed to need any utensils, so that's why I would stay either 9 ounces or under when making this dip. So we have everything all ready and lined up. I have my refried beans here, and we have our sour cream with taco seasoning. And this is where I say, again, taste your food, because I did not use the whole pack of taco seasoning because I didn't want it too salty, because if you remember the new cheese that I'm trying today, it has taco seasoning in there also. So I just mixed in a little bit and kind of taste it, because I like my food to be seasoned but definitely not salty. And next we have our guacamole here, and normally I have made this dip with salsa or either pico de gallo, which would make it a 8-layer dip, but we're not making that today. And if I do make an 8-layer dip, what I'll do is the pico de gallo or the salsa will go on top of the guacamole, And next we are going to put our cheese on there. We have the tomatoes washed and diced, and then we have our black olives, and we also have our green onions, where I'm using both the white and the green parts. So let's go ahead and assemble our 7-layer individual dip cups. Okay, so here are our individual 7-layer dip individual cups, and as you can see, the layers are very profound. We have our refried beans, our sour cream with taco seasoning, and our guacamole. And like I said, if you wanted to make it an 8-layer dip, you would put the salsa or the pico de gallo right on top of the guacamole, so you may not need to put as much of the sour cream and taco seasoning mix. And then we have our toppings on top. Now, I am a firm believer that you eat with your eyes. To me, presentation is everything. I mean, just think about it. When you go to the restaurant and they have the pictures, it may not come out looking like the picture, but the picture was just so beautiful. That's why you chose that dish. So I have a white paper towel here because I did get a few of the ingredients like around the rim of the cup, as you can see right here. So I'm just gonna wet it just a tad and kind of clean up where I kind of messed up around the cups. And then that's also why I got the chips, because I am going to put the chips in an individual bowl, but I want to put like a couple of chips in each of the cups to kind of start you off with. So I'll let you see the whole setup in just a sec. So here we have everything all set up. I have the larger plates so that you can put more chips on your plate as much as you like. I also have some individual chips in each individual 7-layer dip cups. And I have this picture here because once the festivities get started, I definitely will be making an adult beverage to get the party going. So let me know in the comments below if you are attending or hosting a Cinco de Mayo celebration. And also let me know if you try this recipe, how do you like it? I am very interested to know because I love this. I've used this recipe for years. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, and please share this video with your family and friends so that they also can share some of the ideas and inspiration from this video. And if you're not a subscriber, we would love to have you as a subscriber, and ensure that you tap the bell so that you can receive new videos as we post them. And until the next video, again, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.